Hi. It's been a long time since I've made one of these, or made a video. I think it's more so with the recent events going on in Ferguson, or in Missouri. Now recently it's just Missouri, and New York, and California, everywhere else that's protesting. I feel like I should address it more so than just reblogging everything on Tumblr. I don't even know if you can hear me, my voice is so bad, I'm sick right now. But it's come to my attention that there's some people out there who feel as our protesting is just us acting like wild animals. And in some cases, that may be correct, but it's becoming more so of we're sounding like a call to arms, and people want a civil war to break out, and we can't do that anymore. We can't have a place where it's going back to blacks against whites. I fully support these protests. These are, if I could, I would protest with you guys. I'd be on the streets chanting with you guys. I personally have never been discriminated against, and it's probably because I'm so fair, but in all actuality I am Mexican, so I mean the discrimination that I get usually is just because of my hair and my clothing choices, or my sexual orientation and gender identity. But I feel so strongly on this because we're all human and we're all treating each other like shit. We all live in this place where we're supposedly free, but none of us are really free, and every day we're proving that. But these protests, these violent protests, and the people walking down New York saying that you want cops to be killed, or you want dead cops, is just proving over and over and over again that we activists, that as a whole we are nothing but animals that want blood, and if we want something to change, we can't protest like this anymore. Our voices need to be heard, but the only way for them to hear or to be heard is for us to prove that we are not what the media, what the white people, what anyone says or believes or thinks of us. We need to prove that we can not be violent, that we can protest peacefully, that we can mourn the losses of people, whether they were in the wrong or not, whether they were in the wrong place at the wrong time, whether they were black, white, Mexican, Asian, Indian, whatever race, color, sexuality, gender, it doesn't matter anymore, because it's becoming to a point that all the minorities, everyone that is not white or straight or a man, is becoming nothing. And that's not what this country is supposed to be. And us protesting and finally realizing and getting our heads out of our asses that this world is not what we've always been taught to believe, and this world is not what we think it is, and this country is not what we think it is, and we are no longer free, that we are becoming animals in the eyes of the people that want to keep us caged and keep us held down and keep us quiet. But we can't be quiet, because being quiet just further proves that we are under control, and this country is not about being in control. This country is not about living in a place where you feel like you can't be yourself and be who you are. But these violent protests that we are having, whether it's the police antagonizing us, we just have to turn our shoulder. And I know it's very hard, because I've dealt with it most of my life, and turning my shoulder is not always effective, because they always come back and they hit you 2-3 times harder. But we can't fight back violently. We can't fight back. We can only protest quietly and say our words and take to the media, because all they can do is delete it, and as long as we save it, we can put it right back. And that's what this video is supposed to be for, is that it's more of a call out to not quiet down, but become more peaceful and show that we are human and that we deserve our justice, because those men, those boys deserve justice because they were boys. That man deserved justice because he was not doing anything wrong, but in the eyes of the police he was doing something wrong. Whether we were doing something wrong in the eyes of police or we were just standing on the side of the road, and because we fit that minority, we fit that stereotype, that we deserve to die, because we don't. We deserve to live, we deserve to be able to prosper, and it's not we're not prospering, and we need to calm down and be able to prosper, because we need to be able to live. We just need to chill. And this probably sounds really stupid because I'm only 16 and I'm a white person and I've never ever had discrimination, but I have. I've been shoved into the group of where nothing else matters because I'm a woman. I stand out in the crowd. I don't look normal. I'm not the womanly figure. It's not just black people, and that's so terrible to say because right now Black Lives Matter more than anyone else, because right now that's what's going on. But there's also Mexicans, there's also Asians, there's also Indians, there's also people of other colors that need to be heard about too. We all need to be heard, and we all need to be appreciated, because appreciated. And right now we're not being appreciated. We need to take up not arms, but take each other's hands and support each other and be with each other, but do it peacefully. We need to take care of each other, because right now each other is all we have.